YouTube. This is Coach Rod. I'm back with another video. How y'all doing? If you're new to my channel, my name is Coach Rod. I am a kingdom relationship coach. And what I do is I teach relationship from a kingdom perspective. Kingdom means God's way of doing things. So I teach relationships, dating. Mainly I teach dating, not really, how to have a successful relationship, but I teach dating, Christian dating, from a godly biblical perspective. So this is something that you're interested in. Hit the like button, hit the bell, and subscribe to the channel. To my returning sisters and brothers, thank God for coming back to the channel. Hit the like button and feel free to leave a comment. Today I want to continue. I want to talk about dating over 40 and you never been married. Dating over 40 and never been married. Yesterday I talked about dating over 40 and you've been married and you want to, get married again. Today I want to focus on the women who never been married at 40, and you feel as though time is of the essence and, your clock ticking and you need to get married and all that kind of stuff here. But I want y'all to understand this right here, I'm not on here to discourage women, nor I'm not on here to put down men, nothing like that. But I'm just stating the facts from what I see and for what I'm getting, as a coach in my experience, what's going on in dating in 2023. Finna be 2024 in a couple of months. A lot of women are experiencing the same thing that you experience. It's not just you. Not only in America, but you have women in in islands, other countries, and they are experiencing the same thing. I was watching a video on YouTube about Dominican and Republican women, and the guy was interviewing her. He was saying, "Why you single? You're a beautiful woman, and why there are so many beautiful women in Dominican and Republican are single?" And her response was, because a lot of men don't value women, so we prefer to be single. So that's the same thing is going on everywhere. It's not just in America. A lot of men, for some reason, don't know how to value women. Don't know the true value of a woman. So, that's the main reason why you're 40 and you never been married. It's not really God. Can God send you a husband? Yes. I'm not saying that. But God don't have a bunch of men to choose from. If you are a God-fearing woman, if you are a woman of morals and of character, and you want, something serious, and you want a real man, what is a real man? A man that can provide, protect, lead with love, make you happy, appreciate and honor and know your value. That's what a real man is. So God don't have a lot of real men to send a lot of single women. There are some out there, yes, but it's not enough real men out there that God can send to a woman. So that's why you praying, oh God, send me a husband. God saying, baby, daughter, I want to send you one, but I'm not going to send you no man if he's not a real man. And a lot of men, just not all men, some of them are, But a lot of men are not real men. A lot of men lack integrity. A lot of men, and see, this is why I get in trouble, and this is why I'm unpopular, because people don't want to hear what I got to say, but that's okay. A lot of men don't meet a lot of you kidding women, expectation of what you want. So if you say you want a God-fearing man, and God hear that, and God would give you desires of your heart, but if there's not a lot of God-fearing, I'm talking about real God-fearing men. I'm not talking about perfect men, but I'm talking about real God-fearing men that have integrity, that have morals, character, God-fearing, they got morals and values. This living a lifestyle, not saying a perfect lifestyle, but living a lifestyle of I'm gonna say holiness, but y'all ain't ready for that word. This generation of people, I'm not gonna say holiness on here because y'all look at me like holiness. Oh my God! But a man of character, a man of morals, it's not a lot out here. So you're 40 years old and you never been married. You've been saving yourself. And don't think because you are saving yourself, God gonna reward you with a man because you doing it that way. Saving yourself is not about you getting a man. Let me make this clear. Being abstinent and saving yourself is not a reward from God for you to get a man. Some women think if I save myself, God gonna send me a husband. God gonna bless me. They doing it for a man. They being abstinent for a man. They being abstinent to get a man. And that's where you're going wrong at. You are being abstinent, number one. You should be abstinent, number one, because you love God. And the Bible says what? Flee fornication. Right? So, okay, you're not a Christian. You're not a Christian. You don't believe in the Bible. Okay, cool. You still should be abstinent because you love and respect yourself and honor yourself. And it don't make no sense giving your body to a man and on a recreational use, let a man use you all up, and the man ain't got enough sense to honor you and value you enough to make you his wife. And when a man get on top of you and make noise, but don't commit to you in a marriage, what that man is saying is, you're not good enough to be my wife. You only good enough for me to sleep with. That's it. He does not appreciate your value. So being abstinent is about you appreciating your worth and your value, and you're not going to give your most prized possession up to any and everybody because you want a man. See what I'm saying? So I want to make myself clear that they will call you abstinent. That don't mean God going to send you a man because you abstinent. The reason why God has not sent you a man yet, because there's not a lot of men that God can send, because there's a lot of men are not qualified to be with a God-fearing woman, because there's not a lot of God-fearing men out there. There are men who so-called God-fearing. There are men who say they God-fearing but they smoke weed. And some of y'all women, y'all smoke weed too. And every time I mention about smoking weed, my views get lower and lower, getting lower. But guess what? I'm going to stand on that. I don't give a damn. You got men call themselves God-fearing, but they watch nasty movies all day. And they're not in their purpose. You got men, oh, I'm God-fearing. I want a woman that submit to me. I want a God-fearing woman. But they don't want to wait till they get married to get banana pudding. But they say they God-fearing. They're not even trying to wait. You got God-fearing men, so-called God-fearing men, and they'll tell you that I'm not waiting till I get married. Yeah. So God is not going to send you that type of man. If you're going to send you a God-fearing man, if you're a God-fearing woman, He's going to send you a real God-fearing man that have the mind of waiting. And if he do fall, get what? He repent and get back up, and he turn away from it. But when the man comes straight out and say, you know what, I'm not waiting till I get married, God not gonna see you that man. So as a 40-year-old woman that never been married, you might have to say to yourself, I want to get married, but if I don't never get married, I can still be happy and live in peace. I want to get married. I'm open for courting. With the purpose of leading to marriage. But before I settle, before I be with a man who don't know how to lead, who don't know how to provide and to protect, I'd rather be by myself. If I got to tell a man what to do, I'd rather be by myself. And that should be your mindset as a woman over 40 years old. Because why? You don't have time for the games. You still young, but you at the age now. You made no mistake before. You don't date it. You don't been clowns and grown boys. You don't been on your back. You don't been used for your body. You don't been cheated on, and you kept going back. Now you don't get out of that mess. Now you don't mature now. You got your good job. You making good money. You got your nice place. You got your own car. You successful. You got your money. You got your bag together. You don't have time. You can't afford to lose on no damn clown. So you just got to have the mindset, I do want to get married. And I'm willing to be single if I can't get what I want. But see, society believes that, and I've heard people say this right here, well, you're not going to get everything you want in a relationship. You got to come out on something. For example, last week, I watched this other girl doing a video, and she was right about most of the stuff she said. But one thing she said I didn't agree with is like, for example, you may not like smoking. You don't smoke. You may not like smoking. But if you meet a man that smoke, you can overlook that. In my head, I'm like, no, that's not true. That's not true. But it all depends. To me, smoking is a big deal to me, because you know what? I'm concerned about my health. Now, if you're not concerned about your health, then that applies to you. But I'm concerned about what goes inside my body, what goes inside my lungs. So, if that person smoke, they're going to smoke around you. If y'all married, if y'all in a relationship, if y'all married, they're going to smoke around you. And secondhand smoke is worse than a person that smokes. And then, you got to look at it like this here. They're smoking, that stuff gonna be on their clothes, and you can't stand that smell. That you're not gonna be fully happy. This is what women are going wrong at. They compromising. Say, well, he smoked, but I can deal with that. And then they get with these men. Now you argue with the man, tell the man stop smoking. You should have known when the man smoked before you got with him. He ain't gonna stop smoking, because that's what he always do. Now, he come home from work, his shirt smell like cigarette. You want to kiss. Do you want to smell a man with cigarette on his breath? This is why no smoking. Anything. Me, smoking anything. Getting drunk. An alcoholic. Getting drunk. I'm not Those are my standards. And somebody told me that, man, you got to come out with something. You ain't going to find nobody. Guess what? If I can't find nobody like that, I'd rather be by myself. I'm going to get what I want. Trust me. If you take your time, singles over 40 who ain't never been married, if you take your time and be patient, you're going to get what you want. It may not happen right away. I know a woman, she's a pastor, and she never got married until she got about, I think, 60 or something like that. You know, she's a pastor, and she's the pastor, a prophet. You know, a real pastor going to be abstinence. You know, so she kept herself and refrained from a man until she got 60 years old, and she got married at 60. I'm just saying, you never know when it's going to happen. It is not God. But y'all got to realize, God can't make men be men. God can't make men be God-fearing. The Bible says, what? Choose ye this day who you going to serve. A man got to choose God. God gave men free will. But society have messed men up so bad, have got men to the point where they don't know the true value of a woman. Because most men, all they think in women for is just to get on top of her and make noise, and that's it. And control, tell her what to do, tell her to cook my food and shut your mouth. Like, most men look at women as a slave. Cook their food, go to work, pay half of the bills, clean the house, and give me banana pudding whenever I want. And do whatever I say and don't say nothing. Be my peace. But they say they want you to be their peace, but ever since y'all been together, they been your trouble, causing you trouble the whole time. Come on now. So it's a 40-year-old woman dating, and you never been married. You have to know this right here as a woman. Take your time. What the Bible say? Be anxious for nothing. Don't be anxious for it. And that's a mistake a lot of women are making. They're anxious for it. They're anxious to get married. And when you're anxious to get married, you end up compromising your standards to get a man. I've coached a lot of women 40, in their 40s, even late 30s, who never been married. And they tell me what the man do, what the man say to them. And I ask them, sister, why you still there? This man don't love you. Because I know he don't love me, but I figured though, I'm 40 years old, ain't never been married, so I gotta make it. I gotta try to make this work. And then y'all going wrong at. And when you say that to me, that let me know that you trying to get a man. You trying to get a man to appreciate your worth, to appreciate your value, and you trying to get a man that too immature to see your value. See, if you're a good woman and you bring value to the table, if that man don't see your value, he's not a king, sis. Only a king can see the value of a queen. But when you compromise your standards and go against your boundaries to make it work, you're going to always end up unhappy. And you can't get married that way. You can't get married and you can't make it work. But you're not going to be happily married when you compromise your standards and say, well, Coach Roy, I got to make it work. As a woman, all you got to do is be yourself. If you're a good woman, Be yourself, and that man gonna know you a good woman. If he a real man, he gonna know you a real woman, and he ain't going nowhere. The only man gonna go somewhere and leave because you got standards, because you have boundaries, is a grown boy, a narcissist, a clown. Them men, they gonna go. But a real man, he gonna want to be with you when he see that you have standards and boundaries. That's what a real man want. That's a turn on to a real man. But the problem with a lot of women in 40s, you anxious. And the Bible says what? Be not anxious for nothing. Don't be anxious for it. Live your life. Be open for courting. Keep yourself looking good. Keep it natural as possible. Get your money right. Get your bag right. Get in your purpose. Serving your purpose while you're waiting. And I guarantee you, that man gonna come along and start pursuing you. But don't be in a rush. Don't be in a hurry. I know you're 40 and never been married. I know you feel like your clock is ticking. Time is of the essence. But most women who get with toxic men, it's because they be in a rush. And they overlook the red flag. Because the red flag be right in your face. And some of y'all think that y'all can love a man so much that that man could change. If God can't change nobody, you can't change nobody. If God gave that man a free will and don't change people, what makes you think you got the power to love somebody to change them, to make them change? See what I'm saying? So take your time. And don't be anxious for nothing. You ain't got time for the games no more. You got to stop making these same old mistakes you made when you was younger, when you was 20 years old. You got to stop allowing clowns to come in your life who ain't got nothing going for themselves. Dusties and bums come in your life, get you in the bedroom, all in your house, driving your car, spending your money. Stop that. You're 40 years old now. You should not be making the same mistakes over and over again. When you're 20, you get a pass, you young and dumb. And it don't really mean you're dumb, but young folks make dumb decisions. We all did when we was young. For example, a young girl, I think 21 years old, moved a boy in her house who ain't got no job and gave the boy $2,000 to buy a car. And the boy went to buy some Yeezys. Some shoes, if you don't know what Yeezys is. They shoes from Kanye West brand. The boy went to buy some Yeezys with the money. She young and dumb. That's what young girls do. She get a pass. But when you get but listen to me now, but when you get in your 40s, you too big for that, sis. It's time to grow up. Because you ain't got time to waste with no clown no more. You ain't got time to be in and out of relationships. In and out of bed with different men. You ain't got time for the foolishness. So take your time. And don't listen to nobody. Oh, why you single? You 40 ain't never been married. Why you single? You ain't gonna get no man like that. I'm not trying to get a man. I'm waiting on a man to come and get me. I'm the queen. A man put to find me, not I ain't trying to find no man. He put to find me. That should be your response, and that should be your mentality. All right, hey, the Coach Rock. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for listening to my video. Please hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell. If you need coaching, my email is going to be inside the description box. Click on the thing where it say more, the word more. The description box is going to come up. You're going to see my email there. Send me an email if you want coaching. If you want to sow me a seed of a love offering of any amount, free will offering, my cash app is going to be in the description box. And also, if you want to buy my book, I am an author of the book called Queens Don't Settle. The link to my book is going to be in my is going to be in my description box. Just click on the link. My book going to pop up off Amazon. Okay, order that book. Buy your copy. Buy your friend a copy. Buy your sister a copy. Buy your mom a copy. Buy somebody a copy who need that book. Help somebody else. Okay. Hey, God bless you. I'll talk to y'all soon. Love you.